Caleb Crouch, and you're in the Short Go. I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about serving Jesus is the best decision that you'll ever make. I was sharing this with some youth this week, and I thought it was useful and resourceful enough to then share on here. Paul in Philippians 1:21 says, "For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain." In other words, he's saying, if I'm here on earth because I am Christ and I have a relationship with Christ, I'm winning. But if I die and I go on to eternity because I know Christ and I have found him as my personal Savior, I win. In other words, he's saying it's a win-win. This world begins to become useless besides getting through life and hopefully bringing others with us. As shared with the young people, though, serving Jesus Christ is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. And I believe that's the most important to all ages. And sometimes we had to revisit that who are we serving? We're either slave to ourselves, slave to sin, or we can choose to be servant to Jesus Christ. Being a slave to the dollar, many understand that. Many are in great debt. In other words, Paul is saying, I've tent made, I've been of the highest resort, I've been of all kinds of positions. Paul, when he was known as Saul in the New Testament, he was even a murderer, but he was, quote, justified. He was persecuting Christians, followers of Jesus Christ. But one day he came in contact with Jesus on the way to Damascus. And now he's writing to the church at Philippi, and he's saying, for me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. And another passage, I don't got the reference, but he says, I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. Alongside of this is of vital importance to realize that it takes weak people to sin, to lie, to steal, to not keep your word. But really, to serve Christ and be a follower of Christ is a radical thing. It means that you're tough. You choose to do what's right, even in the face of heartache or peer pressure. And Paul, he gives us a little feeder. He says, I've been through it all. Whether I'm in prison, whether I'm going along in the journey, the missionary journey at this time, whether it is high hills or low valleys, I have found that I can be content because I have found the Savior. Most important decision you'll ever make is serving Jesus Christ.